He is ours.
Hey guys, Taro here, and today we are looking at round 1 match from the 2v2 Anniversary Classic. Basically because the series Mo and I cast was so quick, Sully and Stark Loveness Refero, we switched over to this one afterwards, but of course we missed the first match. So I figured I would come back, cast it so you guys knew what was going on and not just, you know, watching matches from later in the series. So yeah, here we are. We got Prodigy, ProdigyIgi, whatever you're going to call it, playing as the Brits, and CaptainSPrice as the Soviets. And in the north we have Talisman and TüMe, both as Austria. Now this match was actually, like, in my opinion, produced the best match from the 2v2 preview bounce mod tournament. So I'm definitely looking forward to this series. And here we go, first engagement. Combat Engineers versus Pioneers, close range. Pioneers definitely have the edge. Looks like he's trying to stall, waiting for the next squad to arrive to turn the engagement around. So we have a cover versus cover engagement with Grenadiers already down to 3 models, going to lose that one. Pioneers now 2v1. Getting out-muscled. Try to come around the corner, but a little bit late on that. If he maybe did that earlier, might have been able to win. But in this squad also not dropping any models. A little bit unfortunate. Squad just taking up position in this house. Wants to lock that down because this stage of the game, you know, not quite enough munitions for flamethrowers yet. Very hard to deal with the squad in a house. It's pretty much locking down the fuel. It looks like Ally is going to give to a nice strong start. Double fuel early.
We're losing a capture point.
Slow engagements. They're just ticking away. Cover versus cover, nothing too explosive yet. Remember, these two very well known for their bombing tactics. So, until they achieve that critical mass of squads, though, they do tend to play a more standard style. Then after that, they just group them all together, try to get wipes on retreat pass. Very effective for them so far. Competitive play. So we've got 2 penals here. Need to outmuscle these Grenadiers. Got control of the cutoff. It's not really cutting off too much though, just the one standard territory point. Our squad going to work there. Just getting forced away. Yeah, I thought, you know, maybe you could have controlled those pings a little bit better, but just an overwhelming number of Grenadiers in the end. Talisman getting busy with his squads. Thanks to the flamethrower, getting that squad out of the building, getting control of the left-hand side, but the Allies have definitely had better fuel control up until this point, so expect some pretty fast light vehicles from them. Well, fast light vehicles from them are a possibility. I know that ProdigyIgi often goes for 5-man upgrades first. Machine gun in the building now. It's going to be very hard to dislodge for the bridge play. Tried to get a Talamine down, but not spotted, unfortunate. Oh, combat engineer goes down, and rifle grenade coming in. Oh, that could be another wipe. 2 wipes. Price loses 2 squads super early. That's a big problem for him. I didn't... Yeah, that rifle grenade, very sneaky. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear any grenade warnings. And there's this flamer here. But eventually the Wasp's going to force those squads away. Prodigy also pushing in the mid now. So the Axis, I mean, they did get a little bit of fuel there, but definitely the fuel control at this point has been worse than the Allies. So they have got tier 2 up, mid bunker going down as well. In fact, both players close to tier 2 being complete. Looks like Talisman straight into 222 production as well. Well, this could be a wipe here. Doing a little bit of body blocking with these penals. And the Wasp going in to contribute as well. Oh, he's going around this side, but this model's getting blocked like crazy. Yeah, it dies straight away. Just comes down to this one. Another squad coming in from the middle. I think with the contribution from this final squad. Yeah, there it goes.
Armored car completed.
Nice wipe from Price. And that's what I was talking about, the blobbing tactics. Once they get a critical mass of squads, they try and get these retreating squads. Comes 222. Looks like he's gone making a beeline right for the Wasp. Gotta be careful though, there's a lot of rifles here, especially on the rear armor of the 222. It's gonna take a lot of damage. Just a quick check. It looks like none of the PTRs, none of the squads are being upgraded with the PTRS, so doesn't have that to worry about. But here comes that armored car. 222 in big trouble. Ooh, doesn't actually chase there. And that's going to allow the 222 to escape, I think. Greedy is nearby for threat of the Faust. Even though neither of the... I only just got the munitions now. Try to go for an attack ground instead of, you know, risking getting Fausted. Maybe he's worried about squad hiding behind this shot blocker here, so... You know, took the low risk play and didn't work out too well for him. Still, as you can see here, Allies once again have excellent fuel control. Oh, grenade dodged. Flamer moving over to this side. AC on the other side currently, so got a little bit of breathing room. Forces that away now. 222 moving on to the left hand side as well. He had the sweepers up here. You saw him trying to plant those Telemines, so doesn't want to risk using his AC. Playing very well there. Getting the sweeping down because he's expecting to have to rotate over to this side with the AC at some point. Meanwhile, Price looks like he's not really trying to rush out any tier 3 vehicles. Could have put down his tier 3 tick ages ago. Instead he's just amassing a enormous army of penal troops. Even after losing one, he now has 4. Rare you see more than 3. Oh man, late retreat from Talisman. Pioneer goes down. Let's control the fuel finally there. Flamer forcing a few retreats, but has to be very careful with the AC nearby. 222 switches over to the other side. Oh, we've got some Tommies with the boys AT rifles now on this right hand side. Looks like the Flamer's moving over to the other side. In response. Yeah, 222 kind of exposing his rear armor, taking quite a lot of damage just from rifle fire. Pairing that up now. Assault from TüMe on this side. Oh my god, I didn't notice that. Demo charge right around the corner of that fence. Gets the wipe. Nicely done there by Price. Really well executed demo charge.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
The fire from enemy bastards!
So I think maybe now, after those couple wipes, Allies in the lead in terms of squads as well, despite Price's horrible start in that department.
A supply carrier is ready to supply our units.
One grenade goes in, does 2 models of damage. Not too bad. Flame half-track comes in. And he pops smoke to cover the retreat. Pack moving up now for TüMe.
Enemy forces are securing our
TüMe has a little bit of munitions in the bank. Generally, you want to try spend this on upgrades as soon as you can as Austria. Because he really needs those weapon upgrades to be able to fight penal troops effectively. Flame half-track in here doing some real damage. Squad's taking just bundles of health damage, dropping models as well.
Go ahead, ready for orders.
AC not too far away from Vet 1 now. 5 kills, not too bad.
Contact! It's a bit touch and go.
Also got an AT gun for Prodigy. Oh, and that's a T-70 for Price. As I said, not very fast, you know, coming in at about 12 minutes, but goes for it anyway. Looking to do some damage here.
Taking fire!
It's a few models off. Pack rotating around to try and get some damage in here. Oh, not on prioritized vehicles. Shoots at some infantry, reveals its position. Slight mistake there. Oh, and what's he doing with it here? Just running it forwards into the Tommy. He's taking so much damage right here. T-70's coming around. Perhaps exploit this mistake. His bundle grenade in. Oh! This for a cheeky one. Perhaps expecting a reposition. Faust connects. T-70 damage engine. No repairs close by for Price, but in comes the blob. You got to be careful. He pops for Mother Russia, giving them the buffs here, and that is just going down so quickly as a result. For Mother Russia penal blob, very, very scary here. Looks like he's going to be able to steal that machine gun away. Trying to stop the steal with their light vehicles. The AC is there. AT gun not quite facing the right direction, but it gets the kill anyway. T-70 coming in. Appeared just enough to get rid of the engine damage. Secures the white. Pioneers on this side. Not going to be able to hold the line by themselves for too long. So yeah, some nice wipes here from the Allies. Gets a shot on the T-70. 6-pounder gets decrewed here by the Grenadiers. If he can maintain sight of it, he might try and destroy it with his pack. Well, looks like they're going to abandon that. Okay. Axis hold the line on the left, but AC's heading over that way now.
Ready to go on reconnaissance.
Tier 3 down for TüMe. Looks like Talisman's going straight for Tier 4. That's, you know, a fair idea. Though, in some other games in this tournament, there were some double Tier 4 pushes with the double OS here. But I think one tier 3, one tier 4 kind of leaves you with a more even power level throughout the game. You don't have this massive lull where you wait for your tier 4 units to arrive. A couple of those medium tanks to tide you over. But I mean, it's also kind of risky because if you build a medium tank and it dies straight away, which does happen, you're just so far behind at that point. Because the reason why you get it is, as I said, to try and like transition into your tier 4 more smoothly. Oh my god, look at this blob. Oh, this is just so nasty. So he's been dropping some LMGs, his pro doggo. Remember, these LMGs that it drops, I believe, are still the same, yeah, still 60, not the same as the 45 from the ones from the weapon racks. So the Vickers are a little bit more expensive, but I think that's in part just to try and stop more, yeah, stop these kind of strategies from being quite so effective. Artillery flares, got to be careful. Some base howitzer fire is going to be coming in here very shortly. Moving forwards into it. Another rifle grenade. Ooh, onto the other squad. And Grenadiers managed to force them away thanks to the extra weapon upgrades they have. Retreats between the shells landing, so that works out pretty well for him, honestly. Oh, another demo charge around this corner here. So he's trying to play around it. No. Oh, almost loses his pioneers to it. Oh, but the T-70 gets the follow-up kill.
Superb shooting. New target, chaps.
There's 2 shots in. Panzer IV going in for the chase. But I think the T-70 is a little bit too fast. He's going to get away. Could get the wipe on this Tommy though. Tommy just like, yeah, not really running away here. Looks like he's not going to try chase for the wipe. That's very surprising. Thought for sure he'd go in for the kill there. Missed opportunity, I think, there from TüMe. Tier 4 in production for Price, nearly done. Oh, looks like we've got a straight tick to anvil for Prodigy. Mother of Russia popped once again from Price. Penal's charging forwards. Just have to basically mass retreat when you see this coming. Unless you've got a machine gun in position. Even if you have a machine gun, it's very scary because this amount of firepower from the front. Machine gun can get decrewed very easily. Once before try and get some attack ground shots through the hedgerow, fair enough. So we do have a full selection of commandos. Lightning Wall for TüMe. Jaeger armor for Talisman. Fair enough, he's got the scout car, got the spotting scopes on it. Should be providing him with some really nice line of sight. Look how far I can see. Okay, we've got some base artillery fire coming in, and he's not moved out of the area too well, but it looks like... Oh man! Those airburst shells do a rip of damage. 3 is super low now.
We are losing a sector.
Scott just can't hold the line. So full retreat on the left. Axis struggling for map control right now. Feel like we haven't seen much value from this Panzer IV so far. Let's get that in the action. There's only one anti-tank gun, so it's not like it's super risky right now. Oh man, he's using relief infantry along with this push to get those Ostrupen cooking.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Contact.
Finally get some position, forcing away the AC. We do have a Churchill coming in for Prodigy. So the Penals eventually get forced away by the machine gun. One squad Ostrooper so far for TüMe. Not sure how many models he needs to lose to get another one, but the ability is about to run out. Remember, this did have its duration decreased quite heavily about a year ago. I can hear what's coming. It's the Brumbeer. This thing is a blob deleter. It's like Price has gone for an SU-85 in anticipation of this. Panzer 4 is here. Could still lose one of these squads on retreat. That's a lot of penal focus fire. Combat engineers go down. Oh, the pack and the P4 there. This way the SU-85. Mother Russia pop once again for Price. He's using it to reposition here. Sounds like there was some more base howitzer fire over here, but it's going to be able to complete the cap. Churchill's quite slow. It's got good acceleration, but very poor top speed. Very good at chasing down squads. Trying to get the white here on retreat. Kind of getting lucky focusing that first model. Oh man, that was a close call. Meanwhile, Panzer IV getting a bit aggressive here. Could go down. Oh, the Churchill connects. That had missed or bounced. Panzer IV would have gotten away, but wasn't to be. Down goes the P4. Just didn't see very good control of that Panzer IV from TüMe, honestly. Felt like he didn't get that much value out of it. Double rifle grenade there. Bit of a waste of munitions. Easily dodged. It is charging forward, threatening the Faust. Looks like he might be able to get it here. Oh no, he doesn't have the munitions now because he used those double rifle grenades. So fuel cache down now for TüMe. Fuel control has definitely been quite a lot worse. There's howitzer fire coming in over here. And that's a KV-1 for Captain Price. Going after these Panzer Grenadiers on retreat here, T-70 and the KV-1. That connects, gets the engine damage on the KV-1, but this is a formidable army for Price running almost right into the base of TüMe here. And this could be a nasty flank. Talisman's got to be careful. He doesn't overextend here because the blob's coming through. It's like he's aware. He's got his machine gun trying to help. Did see TüMe go for a second anti-tank gun as well. Definitely necessary because he's lacking. Looks like he's got a save for the Tiger as well. Oh, this could be a wipe. Right, T-70 has to reposition. Oh, but he gets the wipe anyway. That's exactly what I was talking about. Things are looking really good for the Allies here. Even the VP counts are pretty close to even. Definitely army size advantage you can see here.
Our opponent
have a 30 total army advantage for the Allies. They've just got a few wipes. Oh, it looks like another one about to happen here. Double packs connecting. And bouncing. 4 kills on the Brumbeer so far. That's not that impressive, it has to be said. Looks like we've got a forward base as well for Prodigy. So just going to make use of some forward reinforcements, which is very good on this map in particular. Makes your control of the central VP much more effective.
All infantry squads can have an additional infantryman. Our supply line's broken.
Forward charges the blob. Oh my god, no! TüMe's just losing squads. Really leaving the team down. Needs to be much better on his squad preservation. Up until this point, a lot of these have been like avoidable ones for TüMe.
Our base is under attack.
Just about has the fuel for another tank, or for the Tiger rather, but doesn't quite have the manpower yet. I got the 5-man upgrade for Prodigy as well. 385 zoning out the Brumbeer, so it can't put a stop to this blob. T34 is the follow-up for Price, something a little bit more nimble. Looks like Talisman might be saving for an Elephant next. Really help against S385 and as well the Churchill.
Ready for orders.
Because the Churchill has so much health, the Elephant. Need that beefy damage to push it away. Blob versus Blob here. So this one somehow counts as behind heavy cover. And quite a few squads with G43s here as well. G43's not very good at long range. Basically the same firepower as a Kar98 at long range. So it's not really what you want to be using G43s for with that range. Pops from Mother Russia going for a big flank, but this is well covered by this machine gun here. Spots it as well thanks to the 2-2 with the spotting scopes. No surprises here for Talisman. Well contained on that push, and Price going for another tank. That's pretty much going to be his whole army now. It's going to be very close to his limit after he reinforces all these squads. And this last T-34 hits the battlefield, so the Allies look like they're in position to go for a killing push here. No, it looks like Talisman not actually going to wait around for the Elephant, going for a Panther right now. The fuel control has been very poor, so I can understand maybe he thinks he's just not going to have the time to save the Elephant. He needs the impact of a unit right now. TüMe just having no luck on this right hand side. And all these like line of sight blockers making it hard to position the packs to deal with these vehicles.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down.
These howitzer fire as well, zoning out Talisman from making an assault. Blob Marches forward once more for Mother Russia, almost ready to go again. The cooldown on that seems to be pretty quick. By the time this blob's back onto the battlefield, reinforced and healed, this is ready to go once again. Position now. Get to Bear, so now it's got some very sturdy armor. It's a lot harder to penetrate. Panther in here doing some really good damage. What happened to the anti-tank gun? I must have missed it, but it's died and been destroyed or stolen. Tiger hitting the field now, forcing the blob to retreat. Looks like they're just going to sprint out of there though, not hard retreat. Trying to focus down these packs, and he gets one of them. Tiger needs to stop for maximum accuracy. Drops his satchel on. I think that's going to get the kill. Oh, and a Firefly here now. Panther in a little bit of trouble. Looks like the Firefly's not going to chase. Oh, what's he doing with this? Strooping. Yeah, I'm not. There was some bad Tiger play there. If he just stood still, got maximum accuracy on that Tiger's gun, would have got rid of that blob a lot more quickly. Looks like this half-track hasn't been used on the front lines at all, just used to drop LMGs. Take a quick look at them, see if they're all double equipped yet. That one is... yeah, it looks like most of them are double equipped though. I think two are double equipped, 2 are single equipped, but still that's a big investment to be giving to your ally. It's a real teamwork there. Still the VP war wages on, and Axis is still not that far behind in terms of VPs. Squad down. TüMe just needs to stop sending squads out to this right hand side. He needs to stop spreading his army out. Focus a little bit more on blobbing himself. Here comes the assault. Did pop relief infantry once again to try and get some more Ostruben. Tiger once again firing whilst on the move. Oh, it gets the kill anyway. Needs to stay still for better accuracy. Penals are no threat, you know, don't have anti-tank grenades. Oh, this is so nasty. Tiger trying to fight at max range, but... yeah, there we go. Finally get some kills now. But the damage has been done. That got 2 or 3 wipes there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Churchill feeling aggressive and gets a juicy hit on the pack. Doesn't have enough munitions for Tiger weak point here, so pack looking like it could go down. Which is a shame, he's going to lose the variance here on that. Comes forward for a grenade, but decrews it just before it's relevant. He's going to stick around to destroy it now. Panther's back here getting repaired, so can't help. So this, I don't know how the Axis are going to turn this one around, honestly. Both the allies pretty much at their supply limit, where especially TüMe has been suffering so much. He just needs to stop spreading his units out so much. It's like it sounds bad, but every time he sends out like lone units over to this side, they just get dumped. It's just a complete waste of manpower. Didn't get any Osttrooping squad from the activation of relief infantry either, so that's a shame. Panther gets stopped in its tracks by the AEC. Now that the Firefly's in range, he doesn't want to chase any further. Meanwhile, Tiger charging forwards. Here comes the 4 Mother Russia push. This time he definitely has to drive away because East-285 is chasing the Tiger down. Oh, Werfer just misses the blob, but the Brumbier doesn't. Gets a juicy hit, forces the retreat. Tiger, what's it doing here? Oh man, and one of these squads has a PTRS upgrade, which you can't see because of their LMG upgrades. Now the Tiger could go down to the East-285. East-285 charging forwards. Nothing here to help him. And down goes the Tiger. Just very poor control, just spinning around here. Cost him his tank. Oh, AC could go down though. Is it good attack ground? No, he doesn't quite get it in. Either way, these Brits tanks are quite heavily damaged, requiring repairs, so just tells them a bit of time to do some damage here. Oh, Faust. T-34 could go down, and it... Oh my god, it's on a pixel of health. It's hard to say how much health it was on, because it took like a little bit of damage from the Brumbier. And then the Faust, but... looks like it didn't quite add up to 160. So lucky that's escaping there. Firefly beating up really nice up to Vet 2 now. Grenadier goes down, trying to get a Faust on Churchill. Oh, down goes T-34. T-70 now flanking the pack. He's going to take a Faust itself, but he manages to decrew the pack. Oh, and the pack from Talisman from the other side gets the kill. Looks like the Allies are going to stick around and try to destroy this pack outright. That's actually his last pack. TüMe just has nothing left in his army. Barrage easily avoided there. Looks like Talisman perhaps gonna have to go for some predictive barrages here. Expect where the squads are moving in. Panther comes forwards. Be careful, there's a boys squad here with threat of the snare. To zone out Panther. Oh my god, he stops and now he's going to take engine damage because of it. A little bit sloppy there from Talisman. Looks like TüMe's going to go for another Tiger now. In comes the blob. Brumbeer's just about back up to full though. Oops. Oh, and he gets a juicy hit right off the bat. Try and decrew the pack, the vetted up pack. Oh my god, this Brumbier is just destroying. One squad goes down. Oh, he abandoned the chase. Might have been able to get 2 there. Either way, that's a huge amount of manpower loss. I suppose it doesn't matter because he's at 1200. He had plenty in the bank. He was at a supply limit. Now we've got a 17 pounder going up. Ooh, and it gets a big hit on the Panther. Panther in trouble. Panther almost goes down. 17 pounder is banned in the tournament.
An emplacement is being attacked.
The reason why is because it's like a hitbox problem with it at the moment. Quite often won't take damage when it's being shot at. So it looks like they've agreed to just outright destroy it, so that's a bit of a loss for the allies, but it's their own fault for not following the rules.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Instead, you know, they could quite easily have gotten disqualified for doing this. So I think that's fair. It's definitely costing them a lot of time as well. Iron Werfer Barrage doesn't get too much damage done though. Werfer has really not been effective so far for Talisman. 2 kills after 3 barrages, maybe even 4. Double SU-85s now for Price as well. It's going to be very hard for the Axis to use their tanks. Tiger and Panther very vulnerable to this mass tank destroyer play, which is why Talisman really needed the Elephant to zone out those tank destroyers with its superior range. Machine gun gets decrewed there. Allies got them on the ropes here, it looks like.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Lob charging forward once more, but taking some good damage this time. Second Firefly coming in for Prodigy as well. Perhaps if the Axis can set up a good 2v1, they can get some damage in. Oh, down goes AEC. That's actually a big deal. With its treat shot, it's really been a major obstacle for the Axis. It's been causing them a lot of headaches, that treat shot. AV1 now pushing forwards. Pack facing the wrong direction. He should see this though with the spotting scopes. 38 kills on that Brumbar. That's really picked up the pace thanks to those shots on the blob. Back getting some shots in now. Axis kind of just pegged into this left hand side. They've got a lot of repairs here though. Oh, down goes the pack.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Got a target weak point on it. It looks like he's going to get a Faustin too. But that's being destroyed now by the triple SU-85s. That is so many tank destroyers. SU-85s don't have a turret, so they can be outmaneuvered, but that's kind of what the Fireflies are there for, so they can cover the SU-85's flanks. Because they do have turrets, even though they are quite slow to rotate. But that's what the Axis are going to need, some kind of miracle push. They've got the ingredients. They've got the Panther, the Tiger, they've got the Stuka Close air support. So they're going to need all those factors to combine to get some massive damage and knock out a lot of these Axis tanks. Because in this kind of holding pattern, they will end up losing the game. Prioritize vehicles. By the time he takes it off, he's already lost the pack. Goes for a satchel. One satchel not enough to destroy a team weapon like this. Needs a little bit of follow-up, but takes some moving in for that exact reason. And pack is destroyed. TüMe just can't keep his units alive. Can't build up any kind of army. Base howitzer fire coming in over here. There's a Talisman back a little bit further. 95 VPs left for the Axis. Oh, that's a good Werfer barrage. 3 or 4 kills. Does a lot of health damage though as well. A lot of anti-tank fire here. Blob is zoning out these AT guns as well. Ooh, he gets a big shot in there. He's using the bunker busting barrage and he gets another monster shot. 1 squad wipe. So now he's down to just 2 units in that blob. Not quite as scary as it once was. And really comes down to this Bombear. It's been doing really good for Talisman. Oh, can't afford to lose it.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Talisman now does have enough for a Stuka dive bomb himself. Which could do some damage.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
S-35 is destroying the decrewed pack once again. Panther's been getting some really good hits in though, up to Vet 3 now. It's looking pretty strong. 75 VPs left for the Axis though. This is trouble for them. TüMe floating a little bit here. Could go for another vehicle. Looks like he himself has actually put down tier 4. Maybe he wants to get a Bombear as well. Okay, in come the planes. Stuka close air support going after this Firefly. Looks like they're going to get the kill. Yeah, there it goes. Firefly down. And dive bomb on the base. Oh, does heavy damage. Doesn't get any wipes, but either way, that's a good 1-2 punch from the Axis. They're making a nice push here. Tiger coming in as well. So is the Werfer. And the planes continue to come in. So a lot of Prodigy's infantry just got destroyed there. Looks like his forward base is about to go down. Planes are trying to target the Firefly, but just evades them. It's exactly what the Axis needed here. Massive casualties inflicted on Prodigy. He doesn't have nearly as much saved up as Price does. We're damage onto that T-34 now. Big amount of armor here. And planes are about to run out for TüMe, so the Allies are moving their way back onto the battlefield here. Good push from the Axis, but triple Su-85 is doing so much damage. Recruits the pack, loses the Pioneer in the process, but he needs the anti-tank guns. Oh, another squad down. Double packs now. Bombear in the back doing some really good damage. Double packs just chunking these vehicles. Flare comes in. Zone out the packs. Need to pull back for reinforcement. 52 VPs left, so despite these are some good plays from the Axis, they're still in big trouble. Oh, rifle grenade gets the wipe. Pack's in a good position here. The infantry just can't zone out the packs as effectively as before. after all those losses. Allowing a little bit more breathing room for the packs, which is in turn zoning out his tanks a little bit more, but the S-385s are just pumping away at everything here. Brumbier goes down straight away for TüMe. He's got enough for another Stu Close air support though.
We have lost a panzer.
Which could be the miracle juice required. Do have the scout car there as well, still providing that line of sight. We're rolling forwards. But TüMe, his unit preservation in this game has been poor. You saw the Brumbier just go down there. It's not quick enough to reverse it. Going for a Werfer now instead. Not that much infantry to shoot at though. Probably another anti-tank gun would be best right now. Targeting the Ford HQ, finally destroys it now. Didn't have a chance to repair it. Has all his repairs occupied. Trying to repair these vehicles, which took so much damage from all those packs. That actually is a pretty decent rate of fire now, Vet 3. Okay, we have concentrated fire operation coming in. Looks like it's coming in over here. Late reaction. No reaction. Oh, this could be devastating. Ooh, squad down. Oh, and the Brumbier goes down as well to the Firefly. Looks like Talisman wasn't really watching this too closely. Depending on the scatter, this could still be big. Oh, the pack goes down. Talisman just didn't pay attention. I didn't even notice how he got that off on that line of sight. Churchill charges forwards, but takes a big punch. And that's actually cleared up enough room in the army for Talisman to be able to afford the elephant now. So is this going to be the miracle juice? The elephant still has the 222 with the spiny scopes too, so it's going to provide it some really good line of sight. TüMe still hasn't used the close air support. Got the recon plane as well, which is excellent for like doing this really deep in enemy territory and then making a nice push on the back of it. So Axis are looking in an okay position now, finally. Infantry, you know, all those infantry getting killed has really slowed down the capping power of the Allies, so they haven't really been able to regather these VPs as quickly as they were earlier. Just kind of slowed down the drain. Do have a mortar pit now in the middle though. Okay, there's the elephant. Some big hits in. Recon plane for Price. Elephant, Panther doing some big damage. S-385's charging the elephant now. Panther in a little bit of trouble. Stuka dive bomb coming in. Just avoided. Down goes the KV-1. In come the planes now as well. S-385s are getting out of there. One of them super low, the Vet 3 one. Elephant's still doing damage. And because the Centaur is shooting at infantry, not shooting down the planes, so one of them's still flying around. Down goes a Firefly. Elephant just racking up the kills. Racking up the damage. Oh my god, the plane crashed! Oh my god! Prodigy has no infantry left now. Werfer just does crazy damage to the mortar pit as well. That looks like it's going to go down. That was a devastating push. Well, it kind of wasn't a push. It was a push from the Allies that just failed so hard. Couldn't knock out the Panther. Just couldn't quite knock it out. took crazy casualties, and now, as you can see, finally the Axis are actually ahead in army count.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Looks like he didn't get any squads off that relief infantry activation again, though. Since the duration's gone down on that, it's really ability's not quite strong enough. I think it needs to go up to maybe like by 15 seconds. I think it got nerfed by a little bit too long on the duration. I think it used to be 2 minutes, now it's 1 minute, but maybe it needs to be 1 minute 15. It does seem to be a little bit hard to get value out of it. Recon planes for both teams, trying to get the lay of the land. GG2 is pretty effective at recon, you know. No machine gun upgrade on this for TüMe though. He's trying to save all his munitions for the too close air support.
We are losing a sector.
Attrition now. Oh, in a really good position thanks to that recon plane. D-Cruiser pack. 4 kills. Pretty good start to the Katyusha's career as a infantry destroyer. Price has rebuilt some of his infantry back up to 3 penals now. Placed the LMGs as well. He's back up to his supply limit because remember he was floating a tremendous amount. Prodigy's still not quite there though. Looks like he's going for a couple Cromwells. Looks like they're going to try disrupt, maybe flank the elephant, which is always tricky. But might work in this case because the Axis haven't really had time to plant mines. S-35s are in a good position to zone out Tiger and the Panther. So that assault onto the right hand VP not going to amount to too much. He's ready for another barrage. So TüMe's gone for double woofers as well. Maybe that's for the best because should be able to keep those alive. I'm not trying to be mean, but its preservation so far this game hasn't been very impressive. Just making sure the central VP doesn't go down. Oh, Katyusha's ready to fire again. Another woofer into the middle. Penal pinned. Can't do the capping. Firefly's got to be really careful with the elephant nearby. Elephant Vet 1 now as well can use the target weak point stun, which is a oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiger takes a walloping from all these tank destroyers. Panther coming in now. Squad goes down for price. His preservation has really dropped off now in the second last 15 minutes or so. They're losing a lot of squads. It doesn't really matter that much because he's got so much in reserve, but it's still not very desirable. Man, that 2-2 providing some great sight, allowing that elephant to get super aggressive here. Okay, we've got a recon plane coming in, but for both teams again, like almost simultaneously. Half track. I think he just wants it out of his army. Just chucks it in there. Elephant getting some good hits in. Some concentrated fire operation coming in. Looks like it's in this region. Fire's trying to take pot shots from the side here, right behind these buildings. Pack in trouble. Could go down. Here it goes. Tiger now in trouble as well. WS-35s, they're vetted as well. Oh my god, direct hit on the Panthers. Nearly dead. Blitzes it out of there. But still, look at the VP count. Very low. Oh, but there's no infantry for the Allies to push into the center. They're just so low on squads now. They got so much armor. Gone for a T-70. Perhaps if he can vet that up, he can use that to do some capping. But the Axis have been clawing their way back into this match. Really on the back of their Elephant. It's helping them out so much. Double Werfers just doing a little bit of damage to the tanks. Katyusha now targeting... targeting the Werfers, it looks like. 2 rockets connects with one of them. They can actually go down. Now the Werfer returning fire. Rocket artillery versus rocket artillery here. Recon plane coming in once more for Price, but no artillery to follow up. It's on cooldown. And no Katyushas either. I think they're both on cooldown as well. So just doing it for purely reconnaissance purposes. Okay, here comes an assault. We've got 3 Cromwells coming down this left-hand side. Pack is in position to get a shot in. Second pack rotating now. He's trying to clear out the bunker on this side and the machine gun. Open up the cap on the left-hand side. But the planes being called in. Panther, Tiger coming over to shut down this Cromwell push. This Cromwell's being left out to dry here. If they have to retreat, they'll just die. And 2 Cromwells go down super quickly. Panther's there as well. Cromwell trying to find an angle, trying to find these Werfers. Not on prioritized vehicles. Oh, and so he wastes a shot on the engineers. It's one of the Werfers, but could have been 2. C-35 takes engine damage. T-70 looks like it's going to go down. Elephant chasing it, gets the kill. So even though this actually didn't do too much damage, close range Katyusha. Grenadiers continuing their march forwards though, threatening the Faust on all these tank destroyers. No infantry to stop them here. Oh my god, he finds the Katyusha. There is a Centaur though. Can he knock out one of these Katyushas? He does! Double Faust, down it goes. Nice assault from TüMe. Oh, and the Panther knocks out the Vet 3 Firefly. Now Prodigy has nothing left. Second Katyusha goes down, just didn't reverse it far enough away. And look at this now. Allies have nothing left. He's gone for a B4. Oh, another wipe. 35 rotate around now, but Tiger's already done the damage. Got the wipe. Elephant now in a good position to zone out the S-35s. satchel in the middle. Largely avoided. Elephant got 2 shots in.
One of our forward buildings.
Bunker's still alive though, still covering that left-hand VP, so capture is not open over there. That assault with the Cromwells just got shut down so hard. I think the Allies perhaps scouted it with this 222 with the spotting scopes. Allowed them to shut it down very effectively. Werfer now try and target the B4. Some damage in on it. Scatter not quite enough at this range. Oh man, 1, 2, 3. He gets one of them though. It's only abandoned, however. Elephant's there though. Oh man, gets main gun destroyed. Firefly returns fire on the Elephant. Elephant up to Vet 3 now. And Panther pushes forward, secures the kill. Nice action from Talisman. He's doing so well this game. Destroys the abandoned one as well. Price now. He had like 1,500 resources floating. Now he's got nothing, as well as his army only at 60 supply. Man, what a crazy turnaround here from the Axis. And I think, you know, it was kind of going their way, but that push from those 3 Cromwells just went so badly for them. Such a massive loss of resources. To get like such little in return. Nice block there. Machine gun and Panther stopping the units from getting into that central VP. Even try and put pressure on this right-hand VP now. The Axis want to get this one done and dusted. This is only game 1 in the series. Already 1 hour, 7 minutes in. Round 1 game. Like, it's gonna, whoever comes out on top of this series, it's gonna ruin them for the rest of the tournament. Just having a massive slog like this in your very first match. So mentally draining. Did this just crash on a freshly built 6-pounder? Did that seriously just happen? Oh my god. These plane crashes have not been kind to Prodigy. He hasn't sacrificed enough goats recently. They were for barrage into the middle, but there's nothing there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points. A Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose. Enemy infantry firing on us! Under fire! Aviola! I'll score you! We've 100 points left.
Werfer zones out the units in the middle. Good work from the Elephant though, once again getting 2 shots in on the Firefly. Panther threatening to get the white. Looks like Price has invested into a lot of KV-1s. Both VP's getting very close to drained out here for the Allies as well. So with this army, and with this army, their next assault is probably going to decide the match. Axis have the defenders advantage here. They can just sit back with the spotting scopes, with the Elephant, maintain control of the VPs. Recon plane coming in, getting the lay of the land. Really need these recon planes during their pushes though. Probe for those weak points and maintain sight of all these enemy units so they can always have sight for their tanks to actually target them and do the damage. So we've got a little bit of a push on the left-hand side here for Prodigy. Elephant's nearby though. It's a big hidden. Targeting this with the elephant. He's charging forwards. Oh, they're going to go down for sure here. Not sure what that was. Set short into the middle. Do too much. And here we go. Big assault from Price. All his armor coming forwards, but the elephant already rotated around. Getting some big hits in. Target weak point as well. Nice work from Talisman. And this assault just getting shut down so hard by this Vet 3 elephant. Firefly rockets in from the side though. Stun the elephant. Do some damage. I didn't notice what this B4 has been targeting, but it's done some big damage. Hasn't got any kills. Must be tanks. Looks like it's going to be targeting the elephant. Misses. Prodigy now has a pretty formidable vehicular army once more, but I have to wonder, like, they need some anti-tank guns. It feels like they need something to put pressure on the elephant to try push it back. Looks like they want to just go for mass tank destroyers and overwhelm, but clearly that's not been working out for them. It's 222 in the back providing sight for the elephant. It's allowed it to be so aggressive. Great example of it right here. Zoning out all these tanks, putting heavy damage on them. They're going to require so much repairs now. B4 is trying to do its best. Perhaps that is what they're waiting for, the B4 to get a big hit, and then they can push them with all their armor. But in the process, they're just taking so much damage on the armor, not getting the job done. The KV-1s are so slow, they're really just a sitting duck for the elephant. Centaur staying relevant though, shooting down those recon planes. Dive bomb though on the B4, that's going to go down. TüMe also has more than enough for another Stu close air support, so next assault from the allies, this is definitely going to be coming down. EP's almost back to level pegging now. 1 hour, 12 minutes into this crazy match. Pace has slowed greatly though, whilst all these allied tanks receive their repairs. Recon plane coming in from Price. All his tanks are pretty much healthy now. Recon plane gets shot down. Okay, so Cromwell leading the charge, perhaps trying to scout out the region. Tiger is there though. Firefly is a little bit far behind, not really in a good position to support Cromwell. Cromwell's just getting cut to pieces. In come the planes now. Gonna put a damper on that push from the Firefly. Cromwell just gets murdered. In come all of Price's tanks though. He's marching forwards, but the target weak points there, the elephants there, the panthers are there. Doing their best to stop this assault. So the Vet 3 Panther's going to go down, but the SU-85 also goes down the back line. That was doing a lot of damage. Here come the Fireflies from the side. Elephant in big trouble. KV's pushing. Trying to get on the rear armor, but they're taking a lot of damage. The Tiger's there. One of them goes down. The Fireflies continue the assault forwards. KV's trying to flank the elephant, but they're just too slow and they're taking too much damage in the process. Firefly goes down. Elephant just doing so much damage. That Vet 3 elephant is dishing it out. Now the Panther's charging in. I think the planes were also doing some damage in that engagement. And the Allies' forces are shattered. Price down to 17 supply. And they only got one Panther basically in that push, I think. Oof, what a game. What a marathon match there. Well, very well played by the Axis, clawing their way back in. It just all happened when he got the elephant. They just turned things around. Felt like maybe the Allies too stubborn to adapt, not going for anti-tank guns, just trying to get it done purely on tanks. Didn't quite work out for them. I think what you need to have happen is kind of what they did with Prodigy with the Cromwell's coming in, but whilst that's happening, you need to have infantry and anti-tank guns charging through the middle, getting in range as all these vehicles turn to face the tanks as they assault. Anti-tank guns just chipping away on their rear armor, getting the kills, but didn't quite work out that way. But either way, very well played, excellent game.
Victory is ours.
So here we are for game 2 between these two teams. Apparently game 1, a 75-minute slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
So,
Yeah.
already,
their brains are in overdrive.
yeah. So, playing as the Soviets, we have TüMe and Talisman, both from Finland. Finnish Pride was their name in the 2v2 Commander tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And they're facing off against the double OKW team of CaptainSPrice and Prodigy, both from Poland. So Finland versus Poland here.
Yeah, got a little bit of a nationality flavor into it. More of an official game, representing both of their countries. Price and ProdigyIgi, actually the winners of the revamp tournament. Also one of the sets of Class Clowns and the Company Heroes 2 community, considering their very unorthodox strategies. As we saw in the revamp tournament, they utilize a lot of tactical control groups.
Yes.
Otherwise known as drag select all your units and place them into control group 1. So I want to see how they're going to play this out as OKW. It looks like they're formulating Voltron as we see here on the right side.
Yeah, well, they got double Stern Pioneers, which is a little bit unconventional. But actually what they do is get two Stern Pioneers right next to each other, and then they can focus fire down the M3 really quickly and kind of shut it down early. Which is exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, Clown Car taking lots of damage here from these Sturmgewehrs.
And then they go back around the corner to hide again. It's
the right way to play against Clown Cars, but looks like they're trying to double team them here. Second Clown Car Penal's coming in as well.
And then back around the corner. This is cunning play here by Price. Looks like they're going to evacuate here, push him with the penals alone. That's a lot of firepower close range from the Stern Pioneers. Whoa! Was that an accidental retreat there? Must have been. I don't think you meant to retreat all those squads.
Yeah, that's the problem with blobbing like that. If you mispress, your whole army is going back to base.
That is true, that is true. Either way though, Axis did secure double fuel for a decent chunk of time here early, so their light vehicles should be coming out pretty quickly.
Yeah. They have to give up a bit of map control here with those Clown Car rushes, so takes a bit of time. Look at this battle group.
Yeah, very
They're going
forward
super
position.
forward.
Incredible stuff. They're one of the only teams that still has the bravery to go for a forward HQ like this.
Yeah, they just don't care, I think. They're like, what happens, happens. Let's give it to them, so.
Double Clown Cars pushing away all these squads on the left, so now it looks like Allies going to turn things around and could even get some wipes here on retreat.
We're catting out for
Oh, with the
Price
Faust.
slowly creeping forward.
HQ hits
Faust.
just at the right time.
Oof. Double Faust as well. Looks
Oh,
like
and he
might
drops
be
the
becoming this
flamethrower!
engineer. Oh no! No, that is horrible. Giving Volts a flamethrower? Oh no, I would be so upset
Oh,
right
when a
now.
penal goes down for TüMe on the far right. Oh, that is horror for the Allies. Losing so many units in quick succession. What's he trying to do with this penal?
Oh man. He's recurring it up, but he needs to leave.
Oh, they're going for a mass satchel assault on this HQ. Needs one more to get the kill here. Satchels do take a while to cool down though.
Yeah, they'll have enough munitions by the cooldown is off. Looks like they may get a good little pickup, but they're still way behind right now.
Oh, another penal at risk of going down to the blob.
Look at that blob chase him down from like 75% health. Oh, it's super close. Base MG gets a pick off. Oh, he gets away. Finishing satchel goes down. Can't. Wait. Okay. He canceled it. Okay. Battle group goes down. Really good pickup there. Gotta make something come back for them, so it's definitely something they can work with. But TüMe needs to make sure he does not lose another penal, because he's super close to losing 2.
Yeah, Talisman as well. Has been very close.
Yeah. Talisman actually locked in armored assault.
Oh, and you
Just didn't realize that.
see the assault from on the left from Prodigy, just forcing away the penals. Trying to fight these blobs with just one squad is not enough. So they're going to try fight with 3 here. 3 penals. And try force away Price on this right hand side.
Coming in on that flame nade.
Yeah, it actually forces Talisman around the other side. But Rakidna's in a nice position to shut down the Zen 3. But it can't get a shot off. Oh, he doesn't even have a truck down to his Price, so no Faust for him.
Yeah, that was he got that Faust off to kill off that clown car, but then he lost his building in return.
I thought that was Prodigy who lost his truck. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, it was Prodigy. The red one.
Alright, good. I wasn't.
Actually, Tyrope, it's Prodigo.
Prodigo? Prodogo?
Prodo. I don't know. Always changing his name.
Yeah. Penal's making a pretty decent assault across the map here. Forcing a few retreats, getting control of the center. Still don't have control of this fuel though on the far right. It's going to slow down the T-70. Talisman does have his T-3 in construction, but still 35 fuel away for T-70.
Yeah. Preemptive flame name going in on those engineers just as they hopped into the house.
Ooh, close call.
Doing massive heaps of damage here. Price actually, I don't know if we mentioned it, but he locked in breakthrough like in the very beginning of the game. Takes out the clown car with the Decisive too. Have like very little territory connected.
Oh, late retreat from TüMe. Oh, that's gonna go down for sure.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Oh, is it not? The miracle! No. Max range snipe. Yeah, just not paying attention. I think he's trying to micro on the left as well. Just trying to micro on 2 sides of the map. So tricky in these 2v2s.
Yeah, and he's really bringing Talisman into a tough spot here. Losing two penals. He's just replacing losses at this point. Gets out a guard squad and locks in mechanized assault. So he gets fucking ISU straight into the JT pick. Unfortunately, if it goes the long route.
Prodigy wasn't dissuaded. He looks like he's going to go for another forward HQ. This time on the other side of the battlefield, though.
Man, this flamethrower is going to be such a problem for them.
Yeah, doesn't even have to use a incendiary grenade to flush units out of cover.
Gun has taken the field.
Oh my god, look at that. He's just chucking down his Schwer HQ super far forwards. It's very brave. Good assault from Talisman on the right, getting a lot of territory under control finally, but the Axis have definitely had better fuel control to this point. Do you see TüMe trying to put down a fuel cache to even things out?
Yeah, it looks like Price is outdoing Prodago. Look at this, tier 4 getting... Oh, the satchel got cancelled at the last second. He's gonna have to get out of there. He almost got the tier 4 there. I think it would have been really close with that satchel with the PTRS fire. But what I was saying originally is that Captain Price is trying to outdo Prodago here. Look at this infantry loadout here from Price. He's got 3 Volks, 2 Pios, a Fusilier, and an officer. I want to see if he's smart enough not to blob his officer in this. Look at this. This is gross.
This is a very vicious assault. Ooh, mine gets a lot of models there, but still not enough to halt this assault.
I wish that was a demo right here. Sweet justice. But he would have not hit the demo. These things are pretty easy to dodge when they're out and about like that. Especially when all your focus is on one area with all your units being there. It'd be pretty dumb for you to hit a demo.
After hitting that mine, Sweeper pops straight away. He's like, I'm not gonna, this isn't gonna happen again. Just really trying to work the outskirts, avoid taking any shots from that Raketin.
I think if I were them, I would just get like 3 T-70s and just focus on like Price. Just out DPS him. There's only so much you can deal with triple T-70. Bunch of squads retreating there though.
I feel like just no team has really countered this that effectively so far.
Which is so surprising because to me, we know how they're gonna play coming in, you know. At least in terms of their overall strategy, you know, we know they're gonna be blobbing like crazy. So all it takes is the right composition to counter it, but they played into it. They went double penals into like massive infantry hold. So I don't know why there wasn't any like maxims thought out into their build. You know, this is game 2 as well. They know they're tactical control group masters.
Yes, indeed. And allies are struggling to hold on to this fuel, kind of like have it under control, then lose it every time Price's tactical control group makes its way back onto the battlefield. So Axis have such strong fuel control. They're on pace for some really fast medium tanks. Looks like they're going to skip right on past light vehicles.
I don't know if Price will ever have the manpower for it though.
That's actually true. He does have a very formidable infantry force, and it is costing him a lot of upkeep.
I hope they survive long enough to punish this blobbing. It's always fun to see that happen. Okay, there we go. Talisman teched up to tier 2, and he's getting out his second maxim. He's had enough of this tomfoolery.
This is actually something that Price and Prodigy do themselves. Like, they start off with the blobs, but then they side tech to tier 2 and get some maxims out. Which it's an underutilized strategy, I think. I didn't see that much from some of the other teams leading up to this tournament.
Yeah, I have noticed that as well. Good point. Panzer IV coming out for Prodago. He's got quite the sizable horde as well. But he's got double Raketin actually. 3 AT guns on their side of the field, while the allies actually have 0. So once they hear that P4 coming out on the radio intercept, they're gonna have to get something out because that thing's just gonna walk all over them.
Jackson getting some nice suppression on the side, but this is... he's staying in there, he's staying strong with his army.
Yeah, look at this officer in the building. Is that a way to avoid the mass retreat if one of them goes, if the officer goes out of the building? Like, does it negate it since he's in the building? I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a good question. Looks like Talisman and TüMe are going to force the retreats here. But once again, their fuel did get disconnected. And it looks like a Raketten's moving in to kill their fuel cache over here on the far left as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because they're definitely hurting for fuel, considering how back and forth the engagements are on the right side of the map.
Oh man, no healing for TüMe. Has he forgotten?
I think he was just, you know, trying to replace his squads. Those 2 penal losses really set him back, and instead of waiting for healing, he had to get units back on the map as soon as possible, so it's hurting him in the long run.
Yeah, it's very tricky
B4 is out.
to like have one lot of Soviet healing for 2 teams, or 2 players.
Yeah.
It's just not quite fast enough.
It's not efficient. P4 reveals itself outside of the radio intercept. I'm sure they're already aware of that. Talisman does have his disc gun. It just hit the field. He's been strapped for manpower himself, so I don't think he's going to be able to take up to tier 4 anytime soon.
Ouch.
How hectic these engagements are.
Kino goes down for TüMe there again. Very forward HQ for CaptainSPrice as well. This is looking grim for the Allies. Oh man, was that fair propaganda retreat there on the Maxim? It might have been.
Yes, it was. Yep, it's on cooldown.
Nice use.
Super oppressive. Force off that MG and just blob into heaven. Oh, that nade just did absolutely nothing. Yeah, TüMe is lagging behind. He's got very little pop cap. Unfortunately, this isn't a 1v1 that Talisman can just outplay his opponent. He needs to rely on his teammate here.
Oh man, the gunner just keeps getting sniped from the front from this Maxim.
Yeah, he's gonna death loop. If he doesn't get out of there, that's gonna die.
Oh yeah, it's gonna... Oh, he's kind of running sideways here.
That was unexpected. Usually it loops out and expires, but it's a bit lucky there. But there's nothing they can really do. Like, TüMe's getting out his tank right now, but they have 3 Rakettens. Ridiculous amount of snares available. Officer just chilling behind here. Not going to get killed, so not going to be forcing mass retreats. This map also favors blobbing a bit too, especially on this right side. Like, it's really easy to flank with how many little alleys and shot blockers there are. MG can only do so much on the left and the middle. The right side is like OKW blob heaven.
Oh, can they make something happen with this T-34-76 and T-70 push out?
Still have 300 VPs, still have some time. Moving in together here, which is what you have to do in your situation here. Just blob out together.
Trying to get their white.
And get that Fusilier, that would be a great pickup. Panzer IV coming in for support. This gun not too far behind as well. T-70 needs to back up though. Nice hits there.
So a lot of manpower bleed there for Price, but he's got plenty in the bank, 800 or so before reinforcing.
No need for a battle group as well. You can just drop down a med crate and blob everyone up together and heal pretty much everyone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely tuning to their abilities and strengths. Panzer IV gets button at the edge, so a bit of a waste of munitions there because it's not going to hold on for that button for too long.
That 4 tier 4 makes its presence felt as these infantry squads push forwards. I've just got the other 2 VPs on lockdown with those Schwer HQs. Allies could try and like switch sides, try to get an AT gun push going. Oh no, they're going to go for an AT gun push on this one close.
There's no way that's going to end well. Well, actually I didn't realize how much of mass they have here. Running into a Maxim, but gotta be wary of that force retreat.
CaptainSPrice actually had a walking Stuka in his build, but he cancelled it, so not going to have that available to stop these team weapons here.
I think another squad combat engineers went down. Mass suppression here on a good bit of this blob. Officer gets forced off, but unfortunately it was early, so doesn't get the rest of the squads down.
Yeah, this
Maxim doing
Maxim.
good work here.
Yeah, the Maxims are doing really well for them.
Tier 4 down to like 60%. He was trying to heal through the mortar barrage, but he got nailed a bit. Had to pull back the Pioneer to repair the P4 instead. Looks like he's going to get a bit more time here. And
Yeah, he brings in the T-34 to tank it and get the vision. Oh, they're going to drop the IL-2s on as well, just to make sure.
So that pretty much locks in Price to the JT, which is actually not even far away from. He can actually get it like really soon if he elects not to fully reinforce his squads, which wouldn't make sense considering that's his strength right here. Very nice pickup from the Allied side. Definitely something you need to take care of, especially when they're doing it so recklessly up close like that. You have to punish it.
Price could still go for the King Tiger as well. He has put down all 3 tech structures. I didn't even notice he put down the battle group over here. And he does. He does.
There it is.
He's bringing it in.
King Tiger. It's disgusting. Wow.
And
Bro
that's,
Doggo putting up an Enly FH. He locked in fortifications. Wow, 20-minute King Tiger. Don't usually see that in tournaments with a huge blob like this. That's gonna be a problem for them, especially on the right side. There's just a little bit of that area the King Tiger can just pop up, take a shot, pull back. It's gonna be hard to set up for this. They know it's coming. I mean, even without radio intercept, just listen to that engine in the fog. Like it's, you know, it's coming.
oh, you can only hear the engine in the fog if you've got them selected. It's like an observer thing.
No, he's pulling back. Well, he has the T70 vision, so
Yeah, you can
he
hear it
definitely
now for sure. Yeah, he knows
gonna
it's there
take his
now.
first shot here. This bounces his first shot. Actually, a stolen Raken from Talisman. SU-85 coming out from TüMe. Mark IL-2 going down, trying to force back this tactical patrol group.
Yeah, and they have opened up the middle VP for capture, so the Allies have stopped the VP drain. Oh, here comes the Howie though.
Yeah, going in triple AT gun setup here.
Let's get some good hits on that Maxim in the middle.
This is a really good hit.
Oh my god! The plane crash! Nearly got the wipe there. That building so close to destruction.
King Tiger getting repaired very quickly here. Plane goes out the map there. Second one.
So Eyes 2 hitting the field for Talisman. TüMe just gets the SU-85, so the Allies actually pretty well prepared to deal with this King Tiger now.
Oh yeah, this vision with this gun barrages, this gun volleys I should say, super powerful. Getting shots out before the King Tiger can even get his own off.
So could this be the turnaround point for the Allies? They're starting to look like...
They need to pick something else up though, I think. Like this P4 needs to die or something. Prodago actually putting down battle group himself because it looks like he lost his... No, he never rebuilt it after the first loss. He's putting it down for the second time. Straight in his base actually this time. A bit more reserved.
Yeah, very out of character.
Yeah. SU-85 taking his first shots there. Talisman actually just got an IS-2.
Oh my god! The blob just takes heavy casualties there. One squad gets wiped.
Starting to see the punishment coming down on this level of play.
Oh man. Could
Oh,
see a squad of
please kill it.
Fusiliers. No, looks like they're going to get away. Close call though.
Yeah, lots of mines. IS-2 going in for some heavy lifting now. Nice connection there. T70 hits bed 3. Gonna have some monster vision. Bounces the KT shot. Trades a bounce actually. Going for a 1v1 fight here. I don't think the IS-2 really wants to do this considering it's a bit outclassed. These guns are not nearby. They're actually taking heaps of damage. Need to pull back and reinforce.
Yeah, Howie's doing a little bit.
Yeah, and the Su-85 took a lot of damage as well. This flamethrower doing work. This is penals. Still loses the fight, but takes a lot of damage in return. What I want to see them do is kill this other tier 4 right here that's pretty undefended. Like, Price's blobs is taking heavy casualties. Now would be the time. He's actually getting the walking Stuka now. He didn't fully elect to cancel out of his build. Just chose to wait on it until the KT hit the field. He's actually also not too far off from his assault artillery too.
Yeah, it's
KT
gonna make...
popping up. He should have spotted this with the T70 vision. He's still sitting there. He's gonna get hit. Oh no, there's no Maxims here either. Does get the mark target off on it though. And an IL-2. Needs to defend his disc guns from this infantry. Both of them are super weak. Prodago coming in on the mid side with his P4.
It's creeping in with all these kittens too.
Yeah. All it takes is one mess up here on the allies and they're going to be sent straight back to being pushed off the map. First Stuka barrage coming in as well. Looks like it's going to come in on this Maximum and mortar. Oof. Heavy hits there. Doesn't quite wipe them out, but lots of casualty.
Yeah, 9 kills. That's a really good start. Nearly hit 1 already.
Yeah, that was a really good first barrage. King Tiger makes itself known there to his penals. Just wipes him out. Nice 2 bounces there. Could have been a lot of damage with that mark target up. Mark target wears off.
King Tiger's getting so many good hits on the IS-2. Nearly Vit 2 on the KT already.
Yeah, the IS-2 is messing up on the turret thing there. He's trying to target the KT, but Price is utilizing his shot blockers and basically snuffs him out there. Gets a 1-shot in, backs up. IS-2 doesn't connect. Bounced the last shot, but he's really microing his KT pretty well. Getting control of his mid VP now again. Gonna start putting the bleed back down on the allies. TüMe, rebuilding combat engineers. He's floating a bit in the manpower department. Their fuel income is still really slow. I don't know what he's gonna be going for here. I don't think he has time to just wait for an ISU here. I think he needs to get another Su-85. Anything out of tier 4 at this point, it would be a strong pick. Waiting for ISU is definitely gonna be a mistake.
Yeah, I think you're right on that call.
They need something for right now. They don't have time to wait. Talisman just trying to deal with his army upkeep right now. He's nearly pop capped. Just a couple more units able to come out for him. But he's holding it down right now. TüMe is not too far behind, but he's definitely struggling a bit more.
The next walking Stuka barrage. So targeting that Maxim. Oh, good hit. Wipes it out completely.
Now it's time for the blobs to go in. That Maxim being down. Dino needs to get out of there. He gets recrued. Volts that are unupgraded flanking here. Not going to do too much damage.
The Volk's just aren't that scary right now. Oh, the blob.
Yeah.
It's not that scary, you know. Like unupgraded Volks Grenadiers. Not even that many squads. It's taken a lot of casualties. It's not quite the force it was earlier. Still, Axis looking to set up a triple cap here. It's dangerous for the allies.
Looks like they pushed them off that right side with that barrage. T-34 takes engine damage. KT also creeping up with the blob. Where's the IS-2 at? Still repairing. Look at these 4 combat engineers working on it. They're almost all of them are unvetted, so it's going to take a little bit longer than usual. He is back up to par. T-70 also needs a repair. Providing that vision. Let's see how far off. Yeah, it's a lot of vision. Both tanks, heavy tanks, trading bounces there. SU-85 creeping up as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy. They use the T-70, get the vision of the KT, then pop a marked vehicle on it just to like threaten it. If you stick around, you're going to take a lot of damage.
We have 200
Yeah.
points remaining.
ProDoggo with a lot of fuel resources, but he's pretty much pop cap, not really able to build another tank or anything. Just keeping his army up to par. Putting down lots of S-mine patches though.
Did he get a
You notice
penal in
everywhere
base
he
of
goes-
Talisman? Oh man.
I think he did, yeah. No, he still has 3 penals.
Well, there's a lot of corpses in there.
Yeah, there is. I think
More
those
than
are
just
the medics now.
Oh, it was more than the medics though. Those look like penal models.
Oh yeah, there's some penals dead there. I don't remember him having 4 penals though. Something definitely took a lot of casualties. Other Stuka Barrage comes in and does heavy damage to this other penal and this gun. This gun very close to getting knocked out.
He's gone for a flak emplacement. Good choice.
Utilizing some of that pop cap there. It's a little minor replacement for that tier 4 that went down.
Yeah, they acquired a lot of mines on the left-hand side, ProDoggo, so allies, if they want to push over there, they're going to need some sweepers.
Another IL-2 coming down, forcing off some retreats here. See how well this flag caps versus planes. Is it as strong as the old base flag for the OKW? I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to have similar performance to the flak half track. In terms of anti-air.
Hasn't shot down a plane yet.
Oh, yeah, all 3
we go.
planes are down.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
KT knocked out one though.
Either way, I think it did a pretty good job there.
Yeah, it's a good spread. Didn't realize there was 3 planes. This is a marked target one too. Looks like TüMe did elect to wait for the ISU. They're running out of time though. Neutralize the bleed a bit.
Yeah, well, they just have no fuel income right now, you know? Like,
yeah, he still has to wait another like 4 or 5 minutes with his fuel income, so it's just really setting him back. He's floating so much when they need resources put into holding these territories. Stuka Barrage coming in again as well.
and the zeroing RT as well. Ooh, that zeroing RT.
Do they have vision though of that? So that it would last longer? Doesn't look like they do.
Oh, good wipe from the T70 IS-2 combo. They're surging on this right hand side, but triple cap is on. 139 VPs left for the allies. They need to get this going now.
Trading bounces once again here. This right side of VP. IS-2 moving up. Knows this gun's behind him.
Number of kittens are there.
Oof. Heavy damage coming in.
KT tries to get, he gets it long range.
Oh.
Great shot. I think there was an attack round as well.
Yeah, it looked like it. It's pretty long distance. That's got to be KO for our Soviets. TüMe just not really. I don't know what the game plan was there, considering T-34 and Su-85 are just chilling there on the middle side. Not really helping out Talisman there. So I don't know if there's some kind of miscommunication there. But yeah, big pickup there for CaptainSPrice and ProdigyIgi.
Yeah, Talisman not too far away in terms of fuel from the IS-2, but in terms of manpower, still a few minutes off.
The game will be over by
Yeah.
the time there's manpower.
Double Kittens doing some really good work here. P4 blitzing in. Oh, nicely done there. P4 just doing heaps of damage here. Very aggressive. Secures the kill on the abandoned. This walking Stuka and the ram. Is that dead? Is that alive at 1 pixel? Oh my god. Still alive. T70? No, the Zis gets the kill.
Okay, Zis gun.
Oh, and he goes for a bombing run, but not necessary.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
That was carnage, man.
I muted myself.
That was carnage.
But you know what? Okidogi side played it really well. They double teamed Talisman when it was the perfect opportunity to take out the IS-2, and then he just went in on TüMe there after they took out his buddy's heavy tank. Really solid teamwork there.
Yeah,
Was
but
it P4 Vet 4 when it died or Vet 3?
I can't remember.
It was for sure Vet 3.
Yeah, at least.
But, look at Price's infantry though. It's been whittled down. It's got a Yak Panzer 4. But 63 VPs is gonna be a little brutal. KT is gonna be inflicting lots of bleed here.
TüMe just so close to the ISU 152, but I think, as you mentioned, him trying to wait for it instead of getting a unit from tier 4 just cost the allies so much map
Could have
control.
had a Katusha and a SU-85, SU-85 T-34. He could have had some combo that would have given them that numerical superiority and maybe would have been able to push off that KT and destroy it, or at least the P4, but he just stuck to it and he has 1,000 manpower. I think I don't know if he just gave up at some point or communicating with his ally. Maybe Talisman didn't realize, that there was too much flow, because he would have probably jumped on and be like, hey, get something, because things aren't going too well. He could have at least went tier 2 if he's going to wait for the ISU and get down some Maxims or Zis guns of his own, but yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. There you go, ISU out at 30 VPs, still bleeding out.
Yeah, and they got
And I
those
need a miracle.
bunkers and flak emplacements covering the middle as well, so I don't know how they're going to get this one done. Oh my god, there's this barrage there.
Wow, that was like pristine.
The FH coming in. Plenty of targets in the area.
He's almost vet 3. This was a solid decision.
Ooh.
24 kills. 28 kills! Look at that hit right there. Jeez. There's actually a correction. I think we said that Price and Prodago won game 1, but it was actually Talisman and TüMe.
Oh,
so
really?
This is actually game 2 reversed. Yeah, so this would actually tie it up.
Tie it up, oh my
So a bit of a
god.
correction there. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, Super Barrage a bit short there, but the tier 4 definitely getting down that suppression on those Pinos. Need to get into that mid VP. You see what they're doing is they're going around instead of hopping over that little ledge. They wouldn't have got suppressed there. They were both going for the VP.
152 is there. Oh, but he gets suppressed just before they get the neutralize.
Panzer Fusiliers go down. Second KT out. Prodago with his own KT after losing his tanks and a bit of infantry. But they're going to whittle down on the VPs here. That Pima squad did not get their neutralized. I wonder who had the VP lead. I'm assuming if the last game was an hour and 15 minutes, then Price and Prodago are going to have the VPs here. T70 going for the hero decap, but it's too late. One VP is about to tick out. And Team Trolland is going to be taking game 2.
What a crazy series.
Quality.
Victory is ours.
Well, here we are for game 3 of this marathon match. Finland versus Poland. This one's for all the marbles. This time we're on outskirts.
Trained and ready to go.
And, well, interesting to see here. Price and Prodigy actually going for a mixed allies team.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see what they did game 1. I'm assuming they did like double Soviets. But that would be pretty Interesting. I mean, I'm assuming they also had faction selection too. Talisman and TüMe electing to go for double austere on El's outskirts. Did you get this west side spawn? A little bit more difficult to hold in the early game against double tier 1 opening, but yeah, the Brit pick is definitely throwing me off a bit.
Well, I had a look at Cyphernex, you know, he does the stats, and from the wildcard weekend, the mixed... This team actually had the highest win rate, Soviets and Brits, in the first round, the wildcard weekend, so looks like maybe they've scoped their stats and going to follow through on that here.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. That's actually really interesting. Would not have guessed that Soviet Brits are the highest allied win rate.
Some engagements on the fuel on both ends.
Price is going for quad infantry section, and Prodago is not going tier 1. He's going for quad conscripts. So they're going heavy baseline infantry. And Talisman and TüMe, pretty standard openings, except with TüMe, he doesn't have an MG yet. Just went for triple Garen.
Yep, gonna try fight fire with fire. Grenadiers versus conscripts, the classic matchup. But seems like Prodigy getting the better of these engagements. Talisman's machine gun looking strong in the north, but oh, looks like he's just outside the capping circle on the fuel. That's unfortunate.
Ooh. Yeah, a little bit of a delay there in decapping that. But he's outflanked on the retreat path with these 3 sections. Excuse me, not retreat path. Looked at the wrong axis there on the map. Caught myself there. But left side really going well for Prodago. He's got the wired off on the logs, the green cover that is. So he is preventing optimal engagements there for TüMe. He's got to pull off into the other side without any green cover. Yeah, it's much better to pull back from that.
Oh, this is a nasty retreat path here. A lot of sections. Grenadier could go down.
We are losing a sector. The new Grenadier squad.
Oh, he's running and gunning though with the Tommies. That's just awful.
He needs to stop and volley.
Oh, there it goes.
Oof. Does stop and volleying, takes out that Grenadier.
Tommies are like the worst squad in the game, basically, for shooting on the move. So just, yeah, in those scenarios, stop. And you saw the results there. As soon as they stopped, that squad just died, basically.
Yep.
Machine gun in a nice position here.
Over here.
Yeah. Tried to get on this cutoff to TüMe, but didn't quite work out. Nice Ura onto the cutoff to block it. Look at all these. Look at all these Tommies, man. Still 4 models, not dropping any models here. Gonna conserve so much manpower.
Yeah, really fortunate RNG there for Captain Blob. Prodago did get out a second combat engineer. Assuming it's just to put up a tech structure here. Going to the corner of his base. Axis pushing back a bit here.
Yeah, they've steadied the ship. And holding strong. Right in the other 2 Grenadiers. Not having it. And yeah, things seem to have slowed down a little bit, which is probably a welcome change of pace.
Definitely.
Because these have been some hectic marathon matches. You gotta wonder, like, how are these teams gonna pull up in their next series against Helping Hands and Dev M after these just crazy games.
Brutal games. Yeah, they're gonna be well rested too, depending on how long this game goes. They're gonna be fresh into it, while the other team's just gonna get like a 15-20 minute break at most.
We've got the
I hope
5-man
they give them a
upgrade
little bit extra.
and mass assault onto this building.
Are seizing a sector.
Engineer does get suppressed there.
Just a
Oof, look at this MG. He has to retreat through all these sections. Oh no, that's probably gonna go down. He just has to stop here at the end, and yep, same little maneuver there. He also has the 5-man upgrade, so very easy cleanup there. MG42 does get stolen from Talisman. 251 out for TüMe is upgrading to the Flamen Warfare.
Oh no, not the Pioneers too. Oh man, that was a close call.
Oof.
We have a new
The
scout.
way that MG is really rough.
Enemy
Price,
forces are securing
did
our
he
territory.
requisition the ace? Trying to find out right now. He did. He is constructing that now, and Prodago is almost done with his tier 3. Going to be getting a T70 within the minute.
No AT grenades yet on these conscripts, so they're gonna have to give way to this flamethrower. And oh man, he doesn't chase. That could have been a wipe.
Yeah, TüMe needs to be a bit more aggressive here.
He's got
Needs to
another
make up
chance
for
here.
last game.
Conscripts Uraing in there as a bluff, and he's falling for it.
Retreats. Still a little bit ambiguous on if he has 18-8s, but made the right call there, TüMe. No reason to not respect the 18-8s. Pack gun out for TüMe as well. And Talisman actually replacing his MG42.
Yeah, I guess he
So
feels
far,
he
Allies
needs it.
definitely in control of this game. AEC has hit the field to the right side along with the 251 and Scout Car. They're both going to be clashing very soon. And look at Captain Blob here. He's just set up on that fuel on the right side. You're not going to get him out of there without the flame half-track.
Light tank ready for orders.
Well, there's about to be a big clash on this northern fuel area. Got both the light vehicles up here. A lot of infantry for price. It's the calm before the storm.
T70 out on the field as well. Knocking down some fences, going to make its presence known. AC is just chilling here. There you go. Finally going to reveal itself onto that 222. Gets that shot in. Pack right behind it. Still a bit far away though.
Ooh, nice shot, long range.
Yeah, that was maximum range.
Trying.
This AEC is getting lots of hits in though. It's at almost vet 1 already.
Oh, could be another wipe on these grenadiers. No. Oh yes, the combat engineers with the
Wow.
long range snipe. That is so unlucky.
I don't think the Allies have taken a single wipe.
No.
That rifle nade just did absolutely nothing. He was hoping they were going to retreat and put it a little bit behind him, but I don't know if Prodago just didn't notice or outplayed it, but
We're gonna say he
I think he
outplayed it.
just-
He knew like what the minimum
Yeah.
range on the rifle grenade was, and that it couldn't possibly hit him from that range, so he just stood his
oh my
ground.
god, look at Price. He's building his 6th infantry section.
Oh
What is
boy.
going on? All gonna be 5-man. He's got 200 munitions. I'm assuming relatively soon he'll be stacking LMGs on them too. And just literally the Austria players.
But, sneaky demo on that building and could come good very shortly.
You see this demo in the house too? On the left side VP.
Oh no, he rifle grenades
Oh,
it.
he's rifling it. Nice. He pressed the indicator and it went to it, so he was aware of the exact position. Good stuff. Blob moving in here, along with the AC. Triple pack. Getting ready for this AC. Just try to volley it, but they're not quite in position yet. If only they were able to volley that out. Would have been a nice pickup.
Yeah, but they push right back. Don't have any sectors to their name almost.
Yeah, very minimal income coming in. They just have the territory connected to their base sector. Definitely need to make... I'm assuming the best way right now is to just double team, which is somewhat happening. They're not quite mixed in. TüMe has some level harassing here and there, but they're just not strong enough to deal with this T70. I think they just need to double up and try to take right and mid.
Oh, maybe try and bait this T70 over that tower that's right there. This could be the end of the 222. Not quite.
T70 rotating towards the mid. Mine's being put up near the cutoff as well. This is gonna be really tough. TüMe doesn't even have sweepers up yet.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
He rolls down in the middle for the Grenadiers. T70 rotates around for the cleanup.
Got 4 sections ready to move out in the base. Moving together there. Little platoon going out.
Crews can now repair their own
TüMe just building Grands on Grands as well. He's got his 4th one out now. After losing one of them. Now as they're gonna get back their double fuel control here. Bordago actually locking in industry. Just putting down fuel drops.
Yeah, they do have a couple caches down as well. 1 fuel and munitions in production right now. So they're just kind of, you know, sitting on their lead, not trying to push too hard. Going to bank up for those late game vehicles. Make their push then. But I think your point was pretty correct, Mo. Like, this kind of splitting of their two needs to stop. They need to double team one side and actually try and make some proper headway somewhere.
Supply sector under attack.
Yeah, looks like they're doing that now. But instead of rotating, instead of continuing on to the right side, they've rotated to the left side. Which kind of makes sense considering how strong Captain Blob's infantry is over there on the right. He's got 6 sections at 5-man. Kind of don't really want to run into that, excuse me, without enough MG support. He's electing to just be defensive, but look at this flank coming out on the MG. It's coming out from all these sections, with all these sections on the flank. MG needs to get out of there right now. It's gonna get annihilated. There we go. This double team, it's already worked out really well for them. Got the VPs neutralized, pushing onto their cutoff, gonna be able to take back this fuel. And now they just gotta, you know, envelop CaptainSPrice here.
Here comes the assault boat.
These flamers can do really good damage here though, if he's locked up like this.
Oh, focus fire. 1 green goes down.
Hack's not ready for this AC either. Okay, 1 setting up now. Should be able to get a shot off.
1 more green on the retreat. Oh no.
That's brutal. All because of that MG getting
Now the
flanked
packs are in
too.
trouble. My god. Oh, one of them gets cleared out on the road. This is just going horribly wrong for the Axis. Another pack gonna go down here.
Wow.
AEC comes in for the cleanup. 222 goes down. That was just a disaster scenario for the Axis, losing so much right there.
Wow.
Oh, and a green goes down for TüMe as well.
That's gotta be game. They got their MG flanked and look what happened. They absolutely got cleaned out. Nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Like, Price is literally just right-clicking everything and killing it. Look at this. MG goes down right outside the base.
Oh, you gotta be careful with the flame half track even. Like, this many rifles can focus fire down.
really hope the next team hard counters this, because this is not good for the game. I don't even think it's fun to watch either, but I mean they're beating them, they're countering them. At the end of the day, that's what matters.
We have lost an MG team.
Yeah, well, like at the right time, Price makes the right move. You know, with his blob, he circumvented that machine gun with one of the squads, got the flank on it, and that's what allowed that domino effect to happen there. Just everything got cleaned out following that. Oh, KV8.
He's got his flamer, got a flamer of his own.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Send down the pack first. Gets cleared out really quickly.
Lost a pack gun.
Val's not gonna do too much here with no pack support. Just gonna torch him out anyway. Recrewing the pack right in front of the KVA almost cost him the Gren.
Destroyed an
Pack gets decrewed super easy. So we're just gonna go into base. Absolutely no fuel income right now. I mean, I'm not, don't get me wrong, they played it really well. I was just under the assumption, you know, all these teams going into it, it's not just including Talisman and TüMe, but these teams going into this series, they would be well aware of what kind of tactics they would be using. But they fooled them. I mean, this is a total stomp.
I think the thing is though, like Price and Prodigy are playing this strategy like every game that they practice, whereas in practice Talisman TüMe may only come against us in like 1 in 10 games. So there's like a big like gap in like execution for the counter. Ooh. Just don't have as much practice countering it.
KV1 or KV8 goes down, but his lava field does take down a Gren after his death. So still playing his part. But yeah, you're right on that. You don't really come across against this too much, so it can blow you out, even though you expect it mentally.
Yeah, you got to get that repetition in against it, just in terms of execution.
We have 200 points
Oh,
remaining.
look at this! Pops the assault. Machine gun gets blown out here.
The enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Steals that one away.
Jeez.
Half-track awaiting orders.
Losing that early MG cost him so much, though. Like, I'm just thinking of what would have happened if you had 2 MGs there. Instead of one getting outflanked and causing all those wipes to happen, if you had the second one layered, you know, to protect it. It might have been a little bit different, but you never know how fast these guys get their DPS off.
Mass retreat there, but it's kind of all academic. Triple cap running, 156 VPs left.
Yeah, Captain Blob isn't worried about that. They have him pinned to their base.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Down to 150 VPs. Now it's time to get Bren's. He's got 530 manpower, or excuse me, manpower, munitions. Thought it though. I wonder if he just wants to spam the assault. That's too much munitions. His income is insane.
Yeah,
LMG's on that.
they put down 3 munitions caches, like, you know, you can definitely afford some breeds.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
Going into base here, disrespecting the opponent's anti-tank. Rightfully so, just one pack trying to hold down the fort.
We must defend our headquarters.
Well, looks like, guys, we're going to be seeing Helping Hans and Devem come against Prodalgo and Captain Price in the next series. Hopefully they've been watching and studying and give us a
We have 100 points
much
remaining.
more fulfilling series. 'Cause it looks like Game 2 and Game 3, I mean, Game 2 obviously was much closer, but they just cleaned them out this game. Like, it wasn't even close.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. that this game wasn't a little bit closer, because this could have been an all-time great series.
Yeah.
We must stiffen our resolve. We are down to 75 points.
Here comes the assault once more. Oh, these greenies are going to get wiped on retreat for sure. And they throw in the towel.
Yeah, good showing. I mean, they showed them like that they have the superior strats. Like, I'm not gonna bag them on that. Like, they showed them that they're superior. There's no reason that they didn't deserve that win. So, hats off to them. Pretty unique strats, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, who'd get 6 infantry sections on a $5,000, $20,000 tournament? $5,000 per winner. They're in it to win it. Like Captain Price, I know that he's kind of dabbled in and out of the game. At one point, he was telling